Also joining us this rainy midweek is Prosecution Counsel Attorney Amando Ligutan. Welcome back to Storycon, Attorney Ligutan.
Good afternoon,
Regina,
Attorney.
Sec, Ronald, and Abby, magandang hapon.
Gandang hapon.
Attorney.
Kamusta,
Ano po?
Attorney, yung kan mo? Downtime mo? Downtime ba ito na ilang araw kang wala
Akala
dun
mo
sa
nagre-relax
Senado?
lang siya.
Wala sa Senado eh. Hindi ko siya nakikita ron. Ang presumption ko
Ano lang,
medyo...
ano muna,
Oh.
sideline muna, sideline.
Yeah.
Okay, Article 1 na tayo sa confidential funds. From a big picture point of view, how do you think you guys are going, Attorney?
So, siguro yung sagot dyan, ano ba yung feeling ng prosecution after every hearing? Upbeat so lahat ng dapat ipakita, lahat ng points na dapat i-raise, we have been doing that rather successfully. So, confident yung prosecution, Regina.
At tungkol dito sa usapin ng confidential funds, attorney, paano nakausap namin yung ilang mga members ng prosecution at sabi nila ay parang kino-consider nila na hindi na ipatawag yung mga controversial witnesses na lumabas ng Justice Committee like si Madriaga at yung hinihintay ng mga tao si Colonel La Chica na dati pang hinihintay sa Quadcom dahil siya yung nag-deliver daw ng pera, no? Nag-distribute niyan. Hanggang ngayon ba ganun pa rin ang desisyon ng prosecution
Yes,
na
Ronald, yung konteksto niyan kasi, that's what happened also, yung article on threat at destabilization. Maalala nyo, di ba, sila Zuleika Lopez, Captain Bello, nasa listahan yan eh. So, pag umabot sa time na for the prosecution, nailatag na lahat. So, ano yung point of presenting yung mga witnesses just because ba nasa listahan sila? So, what I'm saying is there's no final decision yet pero hindi naman pwedeng sabihin na yes, we will definitely 110% sure or no, 110% sure we will not do that. Yung tanong, normal ba? Regular ba? Nangyayari ba yan na yung isang prosecution team hindi makukumpleto yung mga nakalista na mga witnesses. Napaka-normal na yan. Napaka-normal yan among us lawyers. No? So, yung decision has to be made at the right time kung ipipresenta ba lahat ng nakalista sa pre-trial order. Kasi nga, when you strategize, you lay out everything, ililista mo lahat yan, pero if the moment comes na hindi na kailangan ipresenta yung ibang witnesses, the decision has to be made, the prosecution will make the decision at the right time.
Pero attorney, halimbawa si Madriaga is not just a witness. Siya yung main witness dun sa Justice Committee hearing. Ibig sabihin siya yung very compelling, at least dun sa Justice Committee. Kaya siguro, hinihintay ng mga tao, lalo naman, alam natin na the court of public opinion is very important in this impeachment trial, kung siya ay lalabas o hindi. No? Yun lang, parang hindi siya yung normal na witness.
Ronald, yung testimony kasi ni Ramil Madriaga, so far sa Committee on Justice hearing, sinabi niya doon na kanino napunta yung pera, no? Tsaka saan man napunta yung pera yun, hindi naka-reflect sa mga mga dokumentong ipresenta ng Office of the Vice President tsaka DepEd to COA. Now, kung aabot sa time na based on the documents, based on the witnesses pa lang, may pakikita na irregular yung paggasta ng public funds entrusted to the Office of the Vice President. Theoretically, Ronald, posible na hindi na kailangan ipresenta kanino ba napunta ultimately yung pera. Kung yung dokumento mismo, yung mga testimonya, for example, ng taga-COA, ng Office of the Vice President, kung yung prosecution maipakikita na illegal, irregular, yung pag-spend ng public fund, theoretically, pwedeng umabot sa time na hindi na kailangan ipakita through a witness sino ba yung actual na nakatanggap ng pera. Yun yung point nun eh.
Just as hindi na ganun ka-importante kung sino yung assassin para sa grave threats.
Exactly, yun yung point. Kaya nga yung sa threat sa destabilization, di ba? Sabi namin na supposedly Zuleika Lopez is one of the witnesses, si Captain Bello is one of the witnesses. But ultimately, the prosecution said no need for them kasi na-established na coming from the horse's mouths. So siguro, part ng strategy ng isang prosecution team yan, ilista lahat, pero the decision has to be made occasionally at the right time kung do we need to kumpletuhin yung listahan ng mga witnesses, i.e., kailangan pa bang ipresenta yung mga natitirang witnesses? Normal yan, normal, Ronald yan. Nothing extraordinary about
And
that
at this point, you haven't
circumstance.
at this point you haven't changed your witness list.
Yun, wala pa. Hindi naman si-change yun, Regina, na
Okay.
nasa, it's cast
Yeah.
in stone. Kasi nasa
Wala pang
pre-trial
changes.
order na. But pwedeng you can present some or all, or you can move for additional witnesses. Normal, napaka-normal among us lawyers yan.
Siguro,
Attorney, alam naman natin,
mahalaga yung panyo, legal strategy nyo. No? Kayo talaga yung magpapasya niyan at kayo yung nagme-measure yung gano'ng ka-effective yung inyong magiging legal strategy. Siguro yung iba lang,
Yes.
tinitignan from an optics perspective. No? Dahil nga may court of public opinion ka. Karamihan sa court of public opinion, hindi naman tumitingin doon sa documentary evidence. Tinitingnan nila yung drama. Tinitingnan nila yung smoking gun. Kaya siguro, yun yung balancing siguro na hinihingi rin ng iba na makita.
Yes. Ronald, yung puntong yan, yung tawag yan, human side of the story, no? My goodness, that's part sa mga different considerations, factors that the prosecution are considering for every decision that the prosecution has to make, Ronald.
Well, speaking of the court of public opinion, ang takbo ng defense, kami nakikita namin, meron lang kami, we're not lawyers, pero ang takbo ng defense, kahit naman kung ano yung ginawa ni Vice President, wala namang prohibition daw doon sa mga ginawa niya. Halimbawa, yung kay Mary Grace Piato, siya mga alias, saka kahit yung pag-withdraw ng malaking cash, although medyo dinidispute yung kanina ni Heidi Mendoza, ano yung, saka, yun ang sinasabi nila, meron diyang presumption of regularity, and in the first place, lahat ng confidential funds niya, inaprubahan ng Malacanang.
Yun, Ami,
Ano po yung ano nyo?
Yun yung una, I need
deep
to address
dyan?
that. Ami, no? I need to address that emphatically na debunk kanina yan based on record. Yung ba yung idea na kung ibibigay ng Office of the Vice President sa'yo, okay, approve ng Office of the Vice President, is that a license not to account for the money? Yeah. Kung sa parang ano naman yan? Anong argument naman yan? Just because binigyan ka ng pera ng Office of the President, ibig sabihin ba, immune ka na, exempted ka na from accounting, from accountability? Hindi. So that's why I said kanina, kung ako yung defense, I'll never make that argument. No, that's something na parang, I will never make that argument. That just because it was approved, so pwede mo nang gamitin sa mga pamamaraan na irregular, idinaayon sa batas, no? Isa yan, no? Tsaka yung cash, no? Napaka-telling yung sinabi ng ating mga land bank former managers na parang, ba't naman cash? Di ba you supposedly, you do that through check, tsaka ba't naman regular yung paghihingi, pag-release ng confidential fund, parang may schedule, quarterly. Sabi nga ni Senator Judge Ping Lacson, parang unusual, di ba? Supposedly kasi it will depend sa mga surveillance activities, ba't naman regular? Ba't may schedule, di ba? Ba't may schedule? Tsaka yung paggamit naman, yung mga aliases, sinabi kanina ni Attorney Wamil, sinabi niya, hindi yan prohibited, hindi yan expressly allowed, pero sabi niya, hindi pa rin tama. Hindi pa rin tama considering yung paggamit ng aliases. Saka yung iba pang mga na prove during trial. For example, no, ito yung napaka-telling. Ba't naman 0-0 yung ending ng mga amounts? Wala man lang butal.
Butawal.
I've been noticing that I've been in this endeavor sa almost 2 years na. That's the first thing I noticed. Walang butal, but lahat ng figure down to the last, yung re-request po, pwede pa yun. Pero yung liquidation report, walang butal. Ano ba yun? I mean, parang
Pero attorney,
nagtulungan
similar
tayo,
yan
di
sa
ba?
mga-
It's telling Ba't
Pero
naman
similar-
walang butal?
Similar yan sa mga ghost projects ng DPWH, walang butal.
Galing sa'yo, Ronald yan, ha?
Teka lang.
Ito
Wait,
pa, no?
teka lang.
Ito pa isang bagay, no? Ito pang bagay, no? I mean, as a reward for confidential information, yung ibibigay mo, medisina.
Medicine.
Yun, ano yun? Okay, so I have fever, but before you give me the medicine, you have to provide, I'll provide you information. Ano yan? Anong ibig sabihin yan, di ba? Grocery, chairs, tables. Alam mo, may mga bagay talaga, no? Yung defense, I could see the strategy from a mile away. Parang they are trying to dinadichotomize a single event, that's it. Para sa kanila, yun na yun. But we deserve better, no? We deserve better defense. If pagtatahi-tahiin mong lahat na iyan, yung sinabi ng land bank managers na unusual yung cash, 11 days natapos yung pag-i-spend ng money na yan. And then based on record, yung security officer yung nag-actually disburse. Yung mga liquidation reports walang butal. Ako, siguro naman it's plain for everybody to see yung conclusion, no? Yung conclusion na tama ba yung pinaggamitan ng confidential fund. I think as a prosecutor I cannot make that conclusion, but alam mo, I think we are intelligent enough as a people na malaman ano yung totoo, ano yung illegal. Sabi nga ni Attorney Kapunan, scam ba ito or hindi? I think we are intelligent na masasagot yung yan. Yes, Abby.
Yun ang argumento nung isang senador. Hindi ba may pagkakaiba naman daw yung illegal, yung irregular, at yung improper?
Yun.
Unusual but not illegal.
Kasi nga, Ami, yung sagot dyan, yung term na irregular, that's coming from a state auditor. Kasi nga, state auditor ka, you're not naman competent to say illegal, di ba? Yung magte-test ng yung legality na yan, yung if you file a case in court, tama yan. No? But, yung idea pa lang, nasabi ng state auditor ng COA, the very agency of government, yung trabaho is busisihin, kung sinasabi na ng COA through its auditors na irregular, ako, malaking red flag yan. What the prosecution is saying is, yung unusual na sinabi ng Land Bank, yung irregular na sinabi ng COA, hindi po nag-e-end yung inquiry. Kung hindi, ito po yung mga red flags na dapat po yung taong bayan mismo yung titingin. Yung illegality, it will follow. It will follow. Pero hindi po nagtatapos yung inquiry sa pagre-raise ng red flags ng ating mga land bank managers. Unusual yung cash. Hindi po nagtatapos yan sa finding ng COA na irregular. Nagsisimula pa lang yung inquiry. Anyways, may natapos na yung sinabi ng COA, yung NBank mismo, sabi nila, VP Sara, dapat mong isauli yung 78 million pesos kasi nga irregular yung pinagamitan mo dyan. Yung argument kanina, I have to respectfully, I beg to disagree yung idea na pwede pang i-appeal sa Supreme Court yung disqualification. Hindi eh. Medyo technical na iba po yung pag-aapilar saka yung Rule 65, but I won't dwell into that, no. So nasa COA rules mismo yung notice, yung sinasabi ng COA na dapat isauli ng Vice President yung 78 million plus, that is already final, that is already executory. Now siguro yung taong bayan, I will ask you, kung yung Vice President inuutusan na ng COA na isauli yung 78 million because of the irregularities, hindi natin ma-entertain yung idea na talagang may pagkakamali yung Vice President in spending the confidential funds that was entrusted to her. Hanggang kailan ba yung pasensya natin? Hanggang kailan ba? Sorry yung pagpipikit mata natin sa isang bagay na napakaklaro naman. Pinapasauli na po yung 78 million. It doesn't mean anything pa rin ba? Yun.
Hard to answer, attorney. I'm not a senator judge, but you were supposed to subpoena Mary Grace Piatos. Ano bang nangyari doon? Who did we subpoena?
Actually, hindi pa. Wala pang subpoena for Mary Grace Piatos. Yung ipapasubpoena pinapasampi na si Gina Acosta. Siya yung Special Disbursing Officer po for the Office of the Vice President. Edward Fajarda, tsaka yung si Miss Pareha, yun yung custodian ng mga records ng House of Representatives. Siguro next week medyo exciting, no? Kung exciting na yung pagsalang ng mga testigo through sa ating kaibigan si Lorna Kapunan, magiging mas exciting pa kasi nga for the first time mag-represent ng tinatawag natin na Regina Ami tsaka Sec Ronald ng hostile witness yung prosecution. So mangyayari yan na most likely Tuesday or Wednesday magrepresenta na po ng hostile witness. Siguro sa mga law students dyan, yung nag-aaral sa ng batas, yung ibig sabihin po ng hostile witness for the first time may ipipresenta yung prosecution na witness supposedly ng Vice President. Hostile yan. So medyo ma-action yung next week natin. Magrepresenta ng dalawang unang hostile witnesses yung prosecution in the persons of Gina Acosta at Edward Fajarda.
Well, speaking of testimonies, meron kaninang konting diskusyon. Papaklaro ko lang dahil hindi kami abogado. Ano ba yung judicial notice and marking?
Alright. So,
kasi pinayagan yung kay Las Cañas, ano?
Oo. Iba yun, Ami. Yung kay Las Cañas, yung marking. With all due respect po sa ating defense, kahit yung marking, ino-objectan nila. Parang ano ba yun, no?
Oo nga. Hindi, napalingon
ako noon eh. Pero yung tanong mo, Ami, yung judicial notice, napaka-simple po. Sabi ng prosecution, which was granted po ng korte, we should not be presenting yung yung transcript tsaka yung video ng mga hearings. We did not authenticate them. Hindi na kailangan ipapakita ng custodian. Ito ba yung transcript ng yung hearing sa COJ? Sa Quadcom. Ito ba yung recording? Napaka-simple po. Kaya yung tinatawag amin na judicial notice, sinasabi namin doon, na po pwede bang yung korte na mismo yung magsasabi na no need to authenticate kasi nga that's a public, naman yan nakita na ng publiko yan. Parang hindi na kailangan yung ginawa namin with yung kay JM Lotok, tsaka JM Kalilong tsaka Jeremy Lotok na we have to authenticate each recording. Nag-object pa rin yung defense. Sabi ko, anong ino-object? Record nga yan eh. Pero luckily, nag-prevail naman yung ano din dapat. Sinabi ng impeachment court, these are acts of a co-equal, yung House of Representatives. So yung nangyari doon, no need to authenticate na yung mga transcript tsaka yung mga recording ng Quadcom hearings. Mapapadali yung supposedly, mapapadali yung kaso because the court will now take judicial notice. Ibig sabihin, no need to show proof na tama yung recording, tama yung pagtatranscribe kasi nga kami na yung magsasabi na yes, we rely on those. Yun, Ami.
Yung marking naman, ano naman yung meron din kaninang pinayagan na rin yung marking eh.
Oo, isang bagay. Again, with all respect for sa defense, ba't naman mag-o-object to the marking? Marking lang,
Yung kay Las Cañas.
Ino-object pa. Siguro, mag-o-object kayo kung we will offer that as evidence. Pero yung marking, ino-object pa. Ano ba yun?
Okay.
May
So, hindi pa
binanggit din
sigurado
kanina-
kung ipipresenta yun.
Yes, hindi pa. Hindi. Na-identify na yun. Iba yung parang i-offer mo na okay, Your Honors, ito yung mga ebidensya
Ito.
namin. Wala pa po tayo dyan.
Yeah.
May binanggit din si Prosecutor Lorne Kapunan kanina na gamitin na lang natin yung ebidensya ng defense para wala na masyado kuskus baluros.
Alam mo, Ronan, ganito yan.
Tinanggap pa ng defense yun?
May yung mga tinatawag natin na mga acknowledgement receipts. Thousands yan. And then, sinadmit ng OVP yan sa COA. Ito naman COA, through subpoena, they are now identifying yung mga acknowledgement receipts na galing mismo sa kanila. What is surprising, Ronald, May, Ami, tsaka Regina is, surprisingly, yung defense, sinasabi nila na baka iba yung sinadmit ng COA sa impeachment court. Baka iba yung sinadmit ng Office of the Vice President. Sabi ko, napakamot ako kanina. Sabi ko, for the first time, may
Magkaiba ba, sir?
nagka-question sa COA as to eto ba yung mga sinadmit ng Office of the Vice President. Kaya ano mensahe doon? Sinasabi ba na po pwedeng itamper ng COA? Grabe naman yan. I'll never do that.
Yeah. Well, we'll certainly keep covering this impeachment trial. And next week, abangan namin, sir. Sabi niyo, it'll be exciting. Hopefully, it'll move
Yes, yes,
at a faster
yes.
pace. At a faster pace para hindi naman mag-tune out yung mga tao. But we'll leave that there. Thank you so much for talking to us today. Attorney Amando Ligutan, Counsel for the Impeachment Prosecution Panel. Salamat, sir.
My pleasure.
Salamat.
Magandang hapon. Maupay nga kulop. Mayong hapon sa inyong tanan.
Salamat.
Thank you, Attorney.